just rush this one together. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hellcat Spinning Arcade. I am your host, Johnny Hellcat. And it is smoky shit outside, so I am boiling my ass off in this room. And I don't remember what it is. Did I already save? Or maybe. Hey, Shio. How's it going, man? Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna skip tonight, but I got in a discussion with my wife about Monkey's stream, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling it tonight." I made it till Avalon bitched out, and then I was like, "Yeah, there's nothing more that can be said that hasn't been said about any other potential kitty diddler." Right? And it's, you know, I never liked that guy, and he's always come off like a little bitch. Hey, Spudgun. Hey, Dela. Well, it's like, can you find a textbook definition of disingenuous? Yeah. And it's right over there. I think I'm leaving. Well, now I treat other people's live streams like it's their house. He had a chance, and he probably should have, where when he shushed him, that drove me fucking nuts. I was definitely not pleased with that, at all. I think that's where Jack came in, and he was the perfect moderator. Was he streaming as well? Oh, absolutely. That clout chasing little bitch. Alright. I know I'm supposed to be doing something. Hey, Terry. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this. Turn this down a little bit further. As if it's not down enough already. I am going to open this one up. The chat. God damn it. Nice. Right there. 6. Yeah, we're good there. But yeah, if you guys are up for a chat at the same time while I'm distracted with this, feel free. Link's right there. Jump on in. Yeah. That drained the life out of a lot of people. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. There we are. Hey, Costin. Oh, that's cool, Spud. Hey, Cannibalistic. Hey, Bonsako, how's it going? Hey, I got that link up there, man. Join on in. If you want. Let's see. I forgot what the fuck I was doing. I stopped somewhere amidst the storyline. Alright, get rid of you. Oh. Sweet. Level 99. Yeah, that fuck wrecked a lot of shit today. I don't think it fucking matters, but fuck. Oh. I can actually fight with this guy. While offering no evidence that it shouldn't. Except for studies that said that something might work. The wood chipper and the and the bullet. Yeah. Fucking right, I will. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up?
Been a while.
Yeah, it has. I've been pretty busy lately, so.
Yeah. How's the new job?
Sorry?
How's the new job?
Oh, it's great, and it's even better now that it's starting to calm down a bit too. Like I just finished my last shift of my 7 nights last night, and there was only 7 dogs there, so I was like, "Fucking a!" Everything was done for me. Like aside from my shit I had to do, and fucking I spent most of my night last night trying not to fall asleep. Well, I said trying not to fall asleep. I wanted to fall asleep, but I didn't trust it enough to let myself fall asleep, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just I found an empty kennel and laid in one of the beds for like a good couple hours, waiting for 5 o'clock to come so I could do feeding and rotation and just get the fuck out of there.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, so, yeah. I was on, I don't know if Terry noticed, but I was in the chat trying to shill tomorrow's stream for Minions. I was trying to be like, Hammer, let me do an announcement real quick.
Oh, during Minions today?
Yeah, but he's kind of set, so I'm like, I'm not. It's no big deal.
Right. Yeah, no, I tend to miss the Wednesday shows just because I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing against any of the fucking people on the show. It's just I actually don't give a fuck. Like, it's topics that don't interest me more or less. Unless I see something in the title that I'm interested, I won't bother tuning in anymore.
Yeah, I'll usually show up for at least I try to show up at least for, show up, say hi to people, see who's in the chat, say hi to them, and then but no, I've actually got a guest lined up for tomorrow. For tomorrow's stream. Yeah, I landed Poe.
Poe?
Yes.
Which Poe?
The Undead Scribe.
Okay. I was gonna say well, I mean, there's plenty of people who've used Poe in their name. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
That's like walking into a fucking that's like walking into a fucking gym and asking where all the fat people are. I mean, they're right in front of you.
Yeah. As far as the eye can see.
I can't see past the first badass. Come on.
Do you see that video that's going around? The guy offers a shake to someone, and then they either have to accept it or double it and offer it to the next person.
No, I have not.
Well, yeah. So he offers it to this chick, and this chick is like, no, this is fucking weird. And so she's like, just double it. And so he offers the next guy 2 shakes. And the guy goes, no, I'm watching my figure. Double it and offer it to the next person.
Oh my gosh.
And then the next person, he's like, hey, you want these shakes? And there's some fat broad. And she goes, yeah, I'll take the shakes.
Oh, yeah. Because, they're gonna have all those restraint in the world. I mean, I would take 2 shakes, but anything past that, it's like, nah, man, it's just a waste. Because I'll only finish the 2, the 3 will get wasted, and fuck your couch.
Well, the only other thing I can think of is she's probably like, oh, I know someone who would eat this. Like,
right? That's true too. Unless I had someone to share it with, or I had someone to share it with, I wouldn't bother with it.
But as a matter of coincidence, being the big one is the one to take him.
Also, another important factor would be the flavor. I mean, if it ain't strawberry, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Strawberry's the best. I don't care what anyone says.
Of the 3
right
Neapolitan flavors, strawberry is the best of the 3.
I mean, vanilla's a close second, but then again, so is chocolate on the right day too.
Yeah.
Like, chocolate can be a bit much, but it could also be just right, depending on the day and the mood.
Well, and whoever's making it, because you have those people who are like chocoholics.
Right.
Those guys deserve to be shot in the sun.
Have a good one, 60.
Have a good night, 6. Like, there is such a thing as too much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's always such a thing as too much. I mean, Monkey's after our party was proof of that. There's such a thing as too much stupidity, and Hunter is full of it.
Yeah.
But again, that whole stream is full of too much stupidity. Like I said, I agree with Shio. I only made about an hour into it, which is like halfway through the stream, and I was like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna go watch some fucking clips. Ooh, look, they got Jackie Chan on YouTube. Let's watch that.
Yeah, I started on my lunch break at work. I got through about 15 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to listen to this stupid shit.
Well, fuck, I woke up to see the notification. And I was like, fucking bastard! Of course he did one while I'm sleeping on my day off. The one time I sleep on my first day off, because like when I finish my 7 nights, I normally take the first day off and just stay up all day to get back into a normal sleep schedule for the week. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've earned it. I'm gonna have a nice little nap. And I fucking woke up. I'm like, oh, of course, Monkey wants to stream right when I can't watch. The fucking prick. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, whatever. I missed the stream. No big deal. Life goes on. But I seen Shady talking about it in the Discord there, and he's like, he mentioned it in past. He's like, yeah, I wouldn't watch it. It's just pissed me off. And I'm like, huh. Well, now I'm curious. Because like I seen it's like Hunter Avalon. I'm like, I've seen the name. I've heard the name. I don't give a shit about the name. But, I'll give it a try. Fucking... Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about Hunter Avalon still.
Yeah. No,
I could have gone my whole life without it. Fucking don't care.
Yeah, I could have given 2 shits 10 years ago. I could give 2 shits now.
10 years ago, it still would have been filed under 0 for the amount of fucks I give.
Exactly. Oh, okay.
I also seen a nice little discussion going on the Twitter about I think it was like a TikTok or something Blair White posted with all her guns fucking painted look like toys. Now, personally, I'm on the fence with that one because I'm like, okay, they look like toys, no big deal. I don't give 2 flying fucks. They're gonna be colorful and more noticeable, is my opinion. But at the same time, I'm also worried, like, is that actually legally a good thing for her to do? Because I won't confirm or deny it, but like I think I've heard that something like that is illegal, but I don't know for sure. So I'm a little worried on her part for that. But it's like,
I'm not sure either. I mean, something I wouldn't do.
And like, and it also confuses me because some of them look too well painted to look like toys that I think they're actually toys. Like one of them actually has the Nerf logo on the side of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah, I could see that some of them. Oh yeah, and that's right, Terry. The one that was named Jessica and Eve is cringeworthy. Like, why would you want something to defend yourself that you've named Jessica and Eve? That sounds like the worst defense ever.
Yeah.
Like, hello, you've debated Yaniv. You really fucking want to give her that kind of fucking? Okay, all right. It's your gun. You do you, boo boo.
Unless it's something that's already broken and you can just throw it at someone.
I mean, you can always throw it at someone when you run out of ammo. That's always a last resort.
Yeah.
Got him right in the eye.
So yeah, it was just it's an hour and a half of him just saying, "Yeah, I condone pedophilia."
Yeah, it's basically an hour and a half of him repeating himself. Well, it was an hour from what I saw of him repeating himself and fucking just insulting everyone and thinking. And like I said in the chat, it was a constant reminder of like how like I expected so much chaos, but it's like a constant reminder of how much chaos it is when two people are streaming separately, and then one person sees another person streaming. It's like, oh, let me on. We'll talk about the differences of opinion on this subject you're talking about. It's like, I can understand why Hunter's saying some of the shit he's saying, because it's like, because you could tell when he's talking to his chat, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna mute them so I can get a word in edgewise. It's like, but at the same time, buddy, you've had nothing but a word in edgewise.
You haven't
Shut the fuck up.
You haven't stopped
Shut
fucking
the fuck
talking.
up. Exactly. Get off your fucking cross. And like when everyone else fucking speaks, it's like, oh no, I have to. Can I say this? Can I please? You've been saying a fucking lot, like Monkey said, or like Jack said, you've been talking a lot, so fuck off. Like, fuck sakes. And Jack having a fucking fight to get his Streamlab donations read, that was funny.
I do appreciate his quasi joke. And I think it was probably one of the things that kept Monkey in check. Because he was just like, all right, I know what you're doing. Knock that shit off.
Yeah.
And when he was talking about, it's serious in the serious part, with pedophiles having a type.
Oh my god.
And then, like, when he came out just bluntly asking, like, well, what if your kid's not attractive or something like that?
Exactly.
I'm like,
I fucking...
And you hear Monkey, you son of a bitch, like...
I heard that. I'm like, pedophiles have a type. Yeah, I know. It's under legal age. But no, like, that's... And I also thought, I'm like, no, but that's fair, because, like, I like women, but it doesn't mean I like all women. I know that doesn't mean I'm attracted to all women. Like, I got a type too. Like, fucking, she better be feisty, and she better fucking she better have a good sense of humor and be able to defend herself and fight with the best of them, kind of thing. Like, I like a strong-willed woman.
Was it Louis C.K.'s like, or no, it was either Louis C.K. or Greg Giraldo's like, oh, I'd like the woman who can take a punch.
That sounds like something either of them would say.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who it was. And I think it might have been Louis C.K.
Yeah, I can see Louis C.K. saying more than Giraldo, because Giraldo's like... But then again, I haven't really watched much of their comedy. Like, for Louis C.K., I've seen stuff, and I've seen a few of his things, as well as him and some of the roles he's played. And then with Giraldo, I've mostly just seen him in roasts kind of things, so... Mm-hmm. And that, like, in a couple clips with, what was his name? Fucking, You're an Asshole guy. Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But still.
I could joke there and say, oh, Louis. But, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't just, he didn't just play, like, Louis. He's been in other things, too, right? Like,
yeah.
Fucking...
Yeah, he's been in quite a few movies.
Exactly. that was great, Terry. Greg ripping Dennis Leary to shreds was fucking hilarious.
That will never get old.
No. That will never do what Greg Giraldo did and die. Sorry, Greg.
It's never gonna OD.
Speaking of ODs, fucking seen a post on Twitter the last couple of days talking about government or something like that wanting to allow medically assisted suicides, and I'm like, oh, so you mean overdoses? And I put, like, my little tongue sticking out, hey, I'm just making a joke. I'm just making a dick kind of joke like I normally do. And some rando decided to fucking comment under my post. It's like, no, it means a medically assisted suicide is when they're allowed to fucking medically assist you in committing suicide. It's like, yeah, I didn't even bother responding, but I read that. I'm like,
I think that's
buddy,
in the name. Like,
yeah. Yeah, they basically gave a description that was like, yeah, I know what a fucking medically assisted suicide is. Clearly you missed the bad fucking joke I made and can go fuck all the way off, you dumbass piece of shit. I'm like, yeah, you're not even worth fucking wasting the time it would take to come up with something not even clever to fucking respond with. Get off of it. If it was someone I knew, maybe I'd fucking have fun and talk to you about it, but like, and not even fucking be a dick. Well, maybe I'd be a bit of a dick, but you'd get it was just out of fun.
Yeah.
If it was someone I knew. Watch your language, cannibalistic. That is fucking terrible language. How dare you say that word in this chat? Oh wait, this ain't my chat. Never mind. Go ahead.
Gross.
Yeah, it is gross. Fucking frog suckers. Snail sippers. Disgusting.
Let's go. Yeah, it's too much.
The poly word.
I don't think I ever heard the poly word.
Right? That was an exercise in not shouting the S slur repeatedly, the poly word. I don't know what so the S slur is the poly word, is that what you're saying? I don't know what that is, but okay.
I didn't know poly was French.
Explains why he hangs out with Sam. Ew. Well, actually, no offense, Johnny. Just realized it was stream I was on. Just kidding. We know you're not a furry.
I've been called a lot of things. A furry is just another thing on the list.
This is true. This is accurate. Well said, sir. I've been called a lot of things. Responsible isn't one of them. I've been called a lot of things. A pedo defender is definitely not one of them.
Thank God.
You're welcome. I don't have a complex. What you talking about?
Oh, man.
Like you specifically, or just you for being in chat there, Keeve? Also, it was said by Hunter Avalon, so who really cares? Regardless. Like,
well, if you're taking stock in what Hunter Avalon says,
no, the whole chat. Yeah, see.
Yeah. You shouldn't.
Like, I mean, that whole stream proved that you shouldn't. Hell, 5 minutes into the stream proved you shouldn't. It didn't take long for him to... As soon as that kid popped on and fucking started talking, it's like, can you guys do a testing, like the Monkey and Jax to say hi? And then he's like, yeah, can you guys do a testing 1, 2, 3 for me? Make sure I got your sound levels good on my end. Buddy, they just spoke. Why don't you use that as a testing 1, 2, 3, you fucking nutsack?
Yeah, like... I don't know.
Holy fuck. Who are you trying to fool with this professionalism bullshit you're trying to swing over? Fucking get off it. It's the kind of blood-boiling content I just love to fucking... Like, it makes me mad. Like, it infuriates me, but I just can't help but enjoy the infuriation I get from it.
Well, I know that, like he's like, yeah, any of your chat would be able to join us. It's like, okay, Deaf Noodles, we get it.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking laughed when I heard him say that. Yeah, if anyone in your chat wants to come hop on and talk to me, I'd love to have them. It's like, oh, I'm sure you would, you fucking nutsack. Until they get on and start talking. And then you realize, oh, this ain't gonna be as easy to fucking shut them up as I thought it was. Duh.
Let's see. I think I'm going to put that on me.
Exactly, Keith. That's the point. To make him look better. If he thinks you guys are if he thinks we're stupid and brain dead, having us on would only make him seem that much smarter to his dumbass chat, as well as to his dumbass ego. Oh, hurrah!
Hey, Mr. Scott. Oh, and I don't know if you've ever seen. It's a show called This Fool.
No, but I seen your tweet earlier today.
Yeah.
Regarding that,
I tweeted out that This Fool, and I used the tags that they have on there because I like to rub that shit in.
Oh yeah.
I tweeted out This Fool, Hulu, the greater sign, reservation dogs. And one of the ladies who acts in the show actually liked the tweet.
Yeah, that's what I saw. There was that you had that screenshot of the likes there.
And I'm like, I accept this.
Day made. Next. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's awesome. I love when that shit happens.
Because, yeah, like, even in like the first episode, I'm just expecting the same thing with reservation dogs, which is sad to expect that from a TV show.
Yeah, well, I mean, even more sad is that's the world we live in now, is where we've come to expect such things.
Yeah. And so, we watched the first episode because my wife's just like, all right, we're gonna check this out, and I don't care if you like it or not, because even she was expecting reservation dogs type, which she kind of got a chuckle out of,
right?
But for the most part, like, she didn't enjoy it because she's like, well, you don't like it, so I'm not gonna watch it. And I'm like, good woman.
Yeah. It's a good woman indeed, man.
Let's see right there.
Nearly enough of those.
And so, yeah, I was like, yeah, I wasn't expecting anything of it except for, holier than thou natives who like to tell you you're not what you are, because they like to write your biographies.
If I wanted holier than thou natives to tell me I'm not what I am and write my narrative, I'd go to Twitter. I can get that for free without even trying.
Yes.
In fact, I have.
It's not hard. Haha, that's what she said.
I'm sorry to hear that. There's a pill for that now,
I gotta go see my doctor.
Or Morpheus.
I don't know, if you're getting that blue pill from a shady guy in a black trench coat and dark sunglasses.
Now, just because a man is black doesn't make him shady.
No, but he's wearing a dark trench coat and dark sunglasses in the dark.
He's emo. He's emotional. Get over it. So judgmental. Gosh.
Yes.
Fair.
I'm not trusting my boner to strangers.
Not touching that one.
Oh, that's what she said.
Again, sorry to hear you have that problem.
Just gotta talk myself into a corner.
Well, I mean, while you're in that corner and no one's watching, at least you can make sure you. Never mind. You know where it's going.
Yep. And there's no need to progress any further.
So, how about that local topic that wasn't what we were just talking about now? I hear that happens after you get married. Yep. I mean, it could always be worse. You could always have a dream where you're cutting meat and wake up and found out you cut meat.
Yeah. Like that one
You know what I'm
dude.
saying? Yeah, yeah. Poor guy.
That is... I've slept through a lot of stuff. I don't think I'd ever sleep through that.
I mean, it makes me rethink sleeping with my knives a little bit. Just saying.
Yeah, that
Fucking sleeping with a blade close to hand, just in case, has always been one of my. I've never felt it necessary, but I've always liked the idea of it, and I've enjoyed being able to do that. Now I just, you know what? Maybe I don't need to risk it as much as I thought I do.
That's
Maybe
a
it's
hell of
not
a drug.
right.
Oh.
Like, I toss and turn when I'm sleeping, but never fucking full on grab a knife and start chopping something or kind of thing. You know what I mean?
They're listening to Dana Carvey's chopping broccoli.
Jesus Christ. Oh. On the bright, it's it's too bad that person wasn't a trans person. It would have been free bottom surgery.
Yeah. Talk it away, doctor.
Fuck. I mean, once they got to the hospital, all they had to do is be like, cauterize it, I'm set. I'm halfway there. Dreams coming true.
Put them flaps on for me. Star earrings.
Yeah.
Sure. You do that.
Right. Finally got. The only shitty thing with work so far is I finally got back to my 7 days on and off schedule for like a week or two, and now I'm fucking gotta work like 2 weeks straight after this rotation. Then I just, because I think someone's got days off they requested coming up, the other night guy. So like I'll go back to my night shifts after this week off, and I'll work for like 5 nights straight, get a day off, work a night, get a day off, and then work like 7 days straight. And then on top of that, I just got texted by one of the managers. She's like, hey, I'm sorry. I know I only message you when I need something, but like you're able to work this weekend. You don't have to say yes. I'm like, bitch, I know I don't have to say yes. And to be fair, messaging me when you need something is kind of your job. I mean, that you're a manager of a business that I work at. It's kind of your job. Like, I don't blame you for that. But like, of course I'll do it. I mean, who else are you gonna get to do it? Someone who's already working? Fuck off.
Well, my old boss, she's like, yeah, you don't have to. And I'm like, oh, really? Well, then no. Like,
what am I gonna do? Say no and make you guys work another 18-hour day, 2 days in a row again on top of the other shit you guys gotta do, or what? Try and get someone who's already working to work? I mean, if you could get someone else to work that shift, I know you wouldn't be asking me. I know that if you could get someone else to work that shift, you wouldn't be asking me right now.
yeah.
But like, who are you gonna get? No one else is available that will work that except for me.
Well, I think that if you're willing to do it, you're the first one they're gonna go to.
Well, I mean, I don't want to do it, but I'm willing to. And especially right now, because like I said, it's slowed down for a bit. We're in the lull between the summer and winter seasons, so it's not quite as hectic as it was like the last month where we had 50 dogs at a time.
Yeah.
And so it'll be a lot easier for me to do the 3 to 11s on this weekend where I'm just like, as opposed to last month where I was doing it for like 5 days straight and spending 8 hours in the sun with fucking rotating 50 dogs in and out 3 times a shift.
Yeah.
Not having time to do anything else but that. So I was like, okay, yeah, no, it's no big deal. Like, it sucks, but I'll do it. Especially like right now, because like I know you guys have no one else to do it, and it's gonna be easier right now than it has been the other time. So fucking, it's not too big a deal. I mean, plus it'll make that paycheck look a hell of a lot nicer, right? So
yeah, that's always the big one.
Yeah. And like I'm making 18 an hour, so that's gonna be a really nice paycheck. So I'm not too complaining.
Where the fuck am I supposed to be going?
I was gonna say it looks like you're supposed to be going down, but apparently that was refused.
I will not be ignored.
Sorry, what?
It's like,
Did you say something? I wasn't listening. I was ignoring you.
There was it's funny because I'll use the reference like, I will not be ignored, Michael. And they won't understand the reference. And I'm
speaking of ignoring people. Hi, Gabby.
Hey, Gabbers. But it's funny when the few people who are movie people that will get that kind of reference. It's hilarious.
Oh, look at that. A woman who knows something. What a shock.
Alright, I think I am going the wrong way now.
Oof.
Per chance.
To dream?
To sleep no more.
No, it's to die to sleep no more. Perchance to dream is the line.
Well, Macbeth was never my strong suit.
I only know that because I dated a Cuban chick in high school, and she went to a different school than I did, and she was studying Macbeth at the time, so I had to help her fucking learn that whole soliloquy. So I learned that whole soliloquy. I don't remember all of it now, but I remember the first chunk of it.
Must be going that way. Of course, I could use the Lenny Kravitz line. Oh, there we go. Treasures chests.
There you go. Why are you saying hi to my back? Say it to my face, woman. God damn it. I'm just kidding. I hope you're well, sweetie. That's
just
wow.
Niceness just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, I'm used to saying sweetie to like people like at work and the dogs and shit like that, like the females. But like Gabby and I have this like we love to fucking just pretend like we hate each other kind of thing, or at least I like to pretend like I hate her and want to fucking pick fights with her. And sometimes I just do want to pick fights with her for the fun of it, but like
I'm still waiting for someone to be like, do they really like not like each other? Yeah, that's why they're on stream together all the time. Like,
right? And then that sweetie just like slipped out. I didn't even intend to say it. It just slipped out out of habit. It's like, and it felt so unnatural and so wrong to say it for Gabby. It's like, no. It's all about the pants. Yes, exactly. I mean, I'm sure Gabby's a sweetheart, but me saying it is not something that feels right. You know? I'm gonna clip that. Of course you are. Of course you are. Because that'll help the fucking people. That'll help with the people who fucking ask that stupid question of fucking one stream. Where would you get that idea?
I have a question. Can someone in the chat and
No.
if they're able to, turn on closed captioning? I want to see if
it's
it
not
works.
able. It's not available.
It's not available?
No.
I turned the caption language to Choctaw. I was gonna see if it automatically did it.
That's why it's unavailable.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I'm just kidding. I don't know why. But to be fair, if it was available, actually no, I think it might depend on your settings too. So you're probably right. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe your channel is not allowed to do it for live streams or some shit. I don't know.
That's racist.
I've seen live streams.
That's racist.
I mean, yeah, but who cares? It's Choctaw.
That's funny because it's the only native language I can find on here. The other ones are, well, I highly doubt they're gonna have my language on there.
I mean, it's not like that. I can see them having Cree or Métis on there.
Yeah,
but it's funny. Fucking speaking of natives, the other day at work, I was finishing up in the morning and waiting for my shift to end, and then my bus to come. And fucking one of the other managers and the receptionist girl we were talking, and the manager looks at me. She's like, "You need to start doing some dancing while you're vacuuming, so that when I end up not being able to sleep at night and I go look at the camera, I have something to laugh at." I'm like, I am too white to dance. I'm sorry to disappoint. I make no promises, but I'll make an effort, but I'm too white to dance. And the fucking receptionist, she looks at me, she's like, "I'm sorry, what are you?" And she knows the answer because we've had this conversation. I look at her, and I know she knows this, and I know what answer she's looking for. I look at her, I'm like, I'm half native. She's like, exactly, just like me. I'm like, yeah, but I got the half that can't dance. Fucking, that's what I'm saying. I'm too white to dance. Just because you're not doesn't mean I'm not. I was also raised white too, so I'm extra white on that part. Just because you got the fucking good genes doesn't mean I did.
And they always talk about how I was always asked to talk to the spirits and shit like that. And when I was a kid, I was totally asked if I could make it rain when I dance.
That's what Terry just said. It rains every time I dance. I'm like, if only.
My dad, because he ran a tree farm for the Forest Service, so that we could replant trees whenever there was like a forest fire. And he's like, hey, the trees could use it, so why don't you do a little ditty? Like it's something like from the Charlie Daniels Band or some shit like that. And so I go, what do you mean? He goes, you just, like you saw on TV, you just do a little dance and it starts raining. I go, all right. And before I started, it started to sprinkle a bit. And I started, and then it stopped. And he goes, "No, you're supposed to maybe do it clockwise instead of counterclockwise." And I go, "Fuck this! I'm going inside. Like, I'm not playing this game anymore."
Gabby? Are you saying it rains men every time I dance, and that's why it's understandable that I'm hesitant? I'm just a little confused by that. That's what happens every time Della dances thing. I don't know what that's if that's from the comment you put above it or from something that was said and I forgot was said already because that happens quite a lot. Oh, oh, yeah, that's what she was saying.
Yep.
Well, all right then. Good to know.
And that's how we learned our lesson. No one
More
learned.
you
No one.
know.
No one learned shit. Who am I kidding?
Imagine learning a lesson. Wouldn't couldn't be me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's true, but it's not like there's anything right with that either.
Graphics.
I uh 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 I imagine she already is, Terry. That's see, I fucking called it. I fucking called it. I already went swimming.
I wonder if this is gonna work. Probably not, but sure, let's go for it.
Kindness drops.
Yeah, they need to really work on their titles.
Kindness drops. Drops of kindness? Like what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Is that even supposed to mean? Kill him with kindness. Wow.
I did not see that coming.
I did not know that Dwayne Johnson knew the Kamehameha.
Let's see. So yeah, I think other than Hunter being an absolute fuckbag, not much happened today.
Did you mean to do that, Gabby? And yes, cannibalistic Geodude got fucking buff. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't see why, but I'm trusting you've got a reason for it.
Sweet. And then I will do that again.
Right on, right on. That That whole attack scene made me feel like I was watching Scott Pilgrim.
You know, I thought there was a familiarity to it, but
Just like just comic book combat style for a movie. Fuck. Or even strobe light combat style.
okay. Regular attack. You're kind of stuck with that.
Yeah, no, sucks to suck. Yeah, what's fire gonna do against rock? Ooh, hot rock. Big whoop.
You can't do much else.
True.
Plus, I'd rather save that for the healing anyway.
There you go.
I don't know what hyper does, but yeah, sure.
Apparently it was. Keeve, I already asked, but so gonna play Shining Force later. I'm feeling nostalgic. Shining Force, Shining Force. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's the old Sega one.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I just highlighted and Googled. Enjoy.
2000. Yeah. I stole shit.
Yeah, free shit. Let's go. Theirs don't exist.
What's a girl?
Another a fancy way to say sandwich maker.
Sweet, automatic.
Exactly.
And skip.
Well, I mean, they're not not all of them are underage. Some of them just act like they are. It's a very broad term. Gabby.
Yay.
Oh, he's been disarmed. He's been disarmed.
He's been disemboweled.
Fair. Mm. Yeah, I don't think I ever bought flowers for anyone when I was a boy, but I did do the whole chocolates and stuffed animal thing for a girl once on Valentine's Day.
He's just unconscious. As soon as he goes to the Poke Center, he'll be fine.
Exactly. It's how he levels up, yo. I still have it. It's just buried underneath a thick layer of steel.
I lost my pen pal when she got married. I had a pen pal from Poland
nice.
in high school.
Very nice.
And in order to, because she wasn't feeling like, as like post college or post school stress, because she was graduating that year, as was I. And so I was like, all right, I'll take on a pen pal, whatever, It's probably something that's gonna be like, did I just come from this way? Yeah, I did. The fuck am I doing? I was like, yeah, it's probably just some person who's probably just gonna get bored, 2 letters in, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
And actually, it worked out. We talked for quite a bit, and then she went to college, and then I think once she got engaged, we became Facebook friends.
Okay.
And then that lasted for about 6 months, and then she's like, yeah, I can't really talk to you anymore.
Yeah, husband found out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Terry.
I may have overdone some stuff. Like, I don't know how to gift give.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, so what am I going to do for, birthday present? I'll get her just a stuffed animal thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm thinking, oh, chicks dig stuffed animals. It's a thing. So I bought this thing that it was I wouldn't say it was expensive, but it wasn't cheap. But
right.
It was good price for what I got. It was a massive stuffed dog.
Okay.
And when I say massive, I mean it was my height.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I
She liked it, so I'm not really complaining there. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking the chocolate and stuffed animal thing I mentioned earlier for the girl on Valentine's Day. That wasn't even my idea. That was my mother's idea. I was like, I wasn't even considering it. She's like, no, you got it. It's your girlfriend. It's Valentine's Day. I was like, I do? And the girl wasn't expecting it, but fucking sure enough, fucking parents took me out. We bought it. They fucking took me over to her place, fucking had me deliver it to her, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, fuck, there you go. And I was just thinking, this is stupid, but hey, if it makes her if it makes the girl happy and it gets me in good books, fuck, who cares? Plus, it's not like I have to pay for it. And this was like in elementary school too, so fucking, I was really ignorant towards that shit. But it worked out. Like I said, the girl, I wasn't in any bad books, but it put me further in the good books for sure. So that was always good. Not that the relationship ever ended up lasting very long, because I think the longest relationship I ever had with a girl was probably like a couple months.
You might kind of joke there, Terry, but she was actually hot. My pen pal.
How do you know?
We sent pictures.
Right, but how do you know she sent her picture?
Well,
how do you know she was a she and not claiming to be a she? I mean, what if it was a Euro trip moment that wasn't all paranoia?
It's about trust, man.
Trust is for suckers. And people wonder why I'm single. Oh, I know there's a lot of reasons. Well played, Terry. Well played. Yeah, just call me good old Abe Lincoln because I haven't had a date in 7 years. Just kidding. It's been longer. Yeah, I actually haven't tried to fucking get a girl, and I think the last time I tried dating was fucking 13 years ago. Holy shit.
I wonder if I can rest.
I guess not.
Well, as long as I can rest at the end, I should be fine.
Yeah, fair.
Gotta build my shit back up.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat, Terry. It's just a lot easier and a lot more comfortable for me. Plus, I consider myself to be too selfish and ignorant to be the type of person who should go for a relationship. So it just works out in my opinion. Like I don't really care about finding one.
Well, the way I see it is, I won't harp on you guys for not. It's not gonna be like, it's the greatest thing ever. Oh my god. No, I'm not gonna be one of those guys because that's pretentious and turn me into an asshole.
I mean, like, not everyone is. It's not for everyone. Like,
exactly.
As nice as it can be, it's not for everyone. And like, aside from reasons I just mentioned, like, I've also got too many fucking personal issues that I don't want to bring to the fucking conversation if I were to look for a date or a partner kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
like, I'm a little fucked up in the head and not in the fun way all the time.
It's like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, but you can't force that shit.
I mean, you can if you do it right, but I just
Well, you can.
No,
but in most countries, it's a crime.
Exactly. But yeah, no. Generally, I just don't care enough. Like, till I read my mind. Exactly. I mean, every once in a while, I get something right, Terry. It's all there is to it.
I'm just gonna save there. Is there someone to heal me here? No. Of course not.
Plus, even with all that, a few years ago, I got some news that made me very skeptical about dating on top of that, and that's apparently I have a half sister out there. Allegedly, I have a half sister out in the world somewhere. And if that's true, that makes me very skeptical because knowing my luck, I'll get the 1 in a million odds where I end up fucking finding her and not realizing it and trying to date her kind of thing. It's like, you don't think that's information I would have needed to know sooner? You fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And of course, I say allegedly because A, it's never been proven, and B, the person who told me has not always been the has proven to not always be the most reliable person when it comes to information. So find out if she likes candy bras. I know I do. Those are tasty. Yeah, it was the same kind of candy they use in the candy necklaces and watches. You guys remember those things? The candy necklaces and candy watches?
I remember the candy necklaces.
Oh, yeah. I like the candy necklaces and I like the candy watches, but I didn't like the watch part of the candy watch because it was just so thick.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great, don't get me wrong. It was cool and fun as a kid, but when I ate the wrist part and got to the watch part, it's like, I wanna, but I don't wanna. Well, to be fair, Keeper, I did a stream yesterday and told a story about a time where I was eating a candy bra of this chick and at a bowling alley, and my mom, my stepdad, and my youngest half brother happened to show up in the lane right next to me and watch me do it.
Fun.
It was. Fruit string. I'm pretty sure that sounds familiar. Like, although I can only think of fruit roll-ups when I think of fruit string, but.
Well, the first thing that popped in my head was fruit stripe. But that's a whole different ball game.
Fruit ball game.
Ha-cha-cha.
Fruits are for fruits anyways. Fruit string thing. Yeah, no, definitely don't then. My mind just keeps going to fruit roll-ups. I want a handful of candy corn. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. I would just ignore it there, Keith. I'm reading up a bit. I would just ignore it and not even bother with the sorry or the blocking. I mean, well, maybe the blocking. I mean, personally, I'm against blocking unless absolutely necessary. I think there's only like 2-3 people on the planet I've blocked. One, my mother. 2, Toasted. If there's a third, I can't remember, nor do I really care to remember, but still. Toasted can go fuck himself, that annoying piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised I remember the name. I remember the avatar easily enough, but the fucking name, I'm surprised I remember. Yeah, I gotta start doing that too. Fucking promoted tweets are annoying.
Yeah, especially when they actually trick you.
Right?
That drives me fucking nuts. I'm like, oh, this is a funny meme, and I'm like, oh, it's a fucking ad.
Look, if you're gonna pay someone to have your tweets shown, pay me to see your tweets. I will gladly take your money to read your tweets. That is the only time I want your tweets forced onto me is when you're giving me money for it, not giving Twitter money for it. Her toaster collection. No, I did not see that.
Yeah, that's the Nerf guns.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I did see that. Yeah. We were talking about that earlier. It's funny now. I remember a few years back, I was in Salvation Army just looking around and shit like that, and I didn't have any money, but I was a little pissed because I saw the most funniest thing that I would have just bought just for the fucking hilarity factor, not for practically. I saw a Hello Kitty toaster. I was like, you know what? If I had any money on me, I would buy that and never use it. I would just put it up somewhere as a decoration so that if people came over and saw it, we could all share a good laugh together.
Mm-hmm. Like, did it toast in the symbol of Hello Kitty?
No, it was like a toaster that was in the shape of Hello Kitty's head with the pink bow and everything.
Huh. weird.
Yeah, well,
stick to.
Like I said, it was at a Salvation Army, so.
Yeah, I can see that then.
Okay, I told us there's one thing. Who's got a couple $100 or $1,000, whatever the fuck a bathtub costs, to fucking spend on a Hello Kitty bathtub? Come on. Also, who's donating a Hello Kitty bathtub to a fucking Salvation Army? That would be hilarious. Although I suppose I could buy a Hello Kitty bathtub and make it a bed and sleep in it. That would be a fucking hilarious thing to do. All right, Terry, you're onto something. Friggin' what? Yeah, you heard, woman. Yeah, she's got 3 AR-15. Yeah. A shoddy toaster, a flamethrower. The flamethrower, the way she was holding it, I'm not convinced that's real because it looked like it was too light to be real. It didn't look like she had any weight in her hands when she was holding it. Now, I'm not trying to claim to be an expert in being able to tell if something's heavy or not just by someone holding it. But I do think I've noticed some subtle hints about being able to tell if something's heavy or not by the way people hold it sometimes. And to me, that just came across like she was barely holding onto it. Like there was no weight at all. It was just a plastic toy flamethrower. That's just my opinion, though. Of course, I'm probably wrong. I don't know.
And skip.
Which is also why I said earlier, like I can believe some of them are real, but I'm fairly certain some of them were either fake or really convincing fakes, like the one that had the Nerf logo on the side of it.
Yeah. I got my next one lined up. I know exactly what I'm wanting to get.
Oh?
Yeah, I am looking at getting a Hellcat Pro.
Oh, okay.
It is a spring-filled weapon, for those of you who don't know. And the Hellcat actually it's a pretty compact weapon if you've ever held one.
I've seen a couple pictures, like.
But the Pro actually fits more in my hand than the regular.
Nice. See, I can't even bother looking at that because I live in Canada, so it would just be a big tease for me to even look at them, let alone fucking try and purchase one.
Well, it's $150 more than the one I was looking at.
Yeah, and I live in Canada where Trudeau's trying to make it so we can't get handguns and stuff like that anymore.
Yeah.
And it sucks too because I was just before he announced that I was looking at getting like non-lethal handguns. I was like, oh, these look cool. I don't really need lethality, but I'd definitely like to have a couple revolvers lying around, just in case.
Yeah.
Maybe even a non-lethal shotgun too, because I've always liked revolvers and shotguns. They just them in general, like the idea and the concept, they just seem cool.
Yeah.
They look cool. Give me a good old 6-shooter with a long barrel any day.
Yeah, a friend of mine is like, hey, you want to go shoot the 45 that they have there? That's a 45 Magnum.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck no. That thing's gonna kick and punch me in the face.
Fuck. I'd still fuck with the kick from a sawed off.
Oh, you cunt.
What? Just kidding. Uh, well, considering we've got a lot of stupid people up here who are willing to go along with this shit, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, Cannibal. That's a sad reality we live in.
Yeah, I am gonna end up dying because I should have healed up before I fought this guy.
Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea.
I mean, think of it for safe states, right?
This is true. This is true.
Psych!
I enjoyed the ability to have a health bar above opponents to see how much damage they have left before they're defeated. But I also miss how often they don't have it. So it's like, okay, maybe after this one, the fun to be like, oh, I hope they're dead soon. And then even when it's disappointing and you die before, I like knowing how close I am to killing the boss, so I could have that breather, or
Yeah.
I know if I could have a breather or if I could worry. But I also like not knowing at the same time because it's just like, yeah.
Well, and then if like with games like was it not Shining Force, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and Chrono Cross, the more you defeat the character, like the more they look like they're damaged.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the more hit points you take off, like the more the worn out the character looks, or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good compromise between the two too. I like that as well. It's actually, I consider that like good attention to detail kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, why ruin it with adding a health bar above, and when you can make it like give them an exhaustive look instead. That's actually immersive kind of thing. It's a good idea. I like it.
Yeah, I used to do that with some. That's an old RPG trick.
Yeah. I don't play video games to do math, though. That's why I wouldn't do it.
Oh man, I don't think I can.
That and I'm lazy.
I'm gonna have to actually go through the mine and probably refight everybody. Heaven forbid you put somewhere I can heal. Well, thank you. Although it is 12:40, I should actually go to bed.
I'm just waiting another half hour till I get my paycheck in so I can go get some smokes and food and stuff. I usually get paid around 10 after 1, give or take. Well, that's when it usually gets into my bank account, at least.
Yeah. I'll just call it here.
Fair.
Because no sense in going back, going forward, fighting the guy again, when I can just cover that space in my off time and then just jump back to before the fight.
There you go.
All right. But on that note, thanks, Dela, for joining.
Yeah, no worries, bud.
Good seeing you. And you can join us tomorrow on Meetings of the Zoo, where we will have Poe on, aka Undead Scribe or Liddy Scribe, whichever one horrifies you with the most cringe.
Sounds like fun on the bun.
And we will see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.